And civilians in the Ukrainian city of Irpin are fleeing the city, trying to escape the Russian bombardment. The military is helping residents reach safety as they dangerously cross under a bridge earlier destroyed to slow Moscow's advance. Alex Crawford.
It's the only way out of Irpin, and this would test even the fit and healthy. But those still fleeing are the most vulnerable, the elderly, the frail and the very young. Those who've left this dangerous journey to the last. And they're having to pick their way across. Those unable to get over themselves have to be carried, painfully slowly so they don't slip, despite the desperation to get to the other side. The man in red is offering some comfort to the old man as he puts all his trust in strangers taking enormous risks themselves.
This is an absolutely incredible scene. There are dozens of people like this man who are having to be held and taken over a really precarious, rickety bridge, and do it slowly because you can't have too many people on that bridge at one time or else it will just snap, and they try to do this quickly before the firing starts again.
Some of these people have already walked several kilometres to get to this point, carrying on their backs the loved ones they could not leave behind. And this is no agreed safe corridor. These people know this route has been attacked multiple times already. No. So they raced out as quickly as they could, crying babies helped by volunteers.
Mom, yes.
Come on, Mum, he's calling. Many of them have been shot at or survived shelling. Smile, her partner says. He wants her to be brave in front of our cameras. The courage of these people in these, the most difficult and risky of circumstances, is quite astonishing. The pulling together of them all, an absolute inspiration to witness.
Here we have shoots all everywhere. We don't see anything, but we listen all night.
A lot of it.
Yes, and we know some streets kills people. Near my house kills women yesterday.
The Russian soldiers are very close, we're told, only 100 meters down the end of this road. The urgency to get people out is stepping up a beat.
Там стоят 20 tanks.
Wow.
На street Pushkinskaya street.
They're in there, the Russians.
Да, Irpin.
Take care.
2 civilians, 1 woman, 1 children, and 1 from armed force.
We're all buried.
Yes, in the park, in the square, where 2 weeks ago children were
playing. Ukrainian soldiers are pushing into Irpin, trying to hold back the Russian troops. They have to. About a third of the town is now under control of the Russians, putting them right on the western doorstep of the capital. The Ukrainians say they bombed the bridge, which used to be the main route into Kiev, and the Russians only have to cross this to easily get within striking distance of the capital. Those running away from this slow but relentless military advance told us of being under siege for days, surrounded by explosions until they could last no longer.
No light, no water, no everything, and we can't live in our houses right now.
And then a remarkable act of kindness from those who've just escaped with their lives. It's for International Women's Day, she says. In the face of such fear and danger, having lost everything, some coming out were more worried about us. Everything's okay. Everything will be good, she tells us. Trust me, we will survive. We will escape. Everything will be good. Don't be sad or negative, she tells me. Hold on, protect yourself and take care of yourself. The road out is littered with possessions they once thought essential. Now just surviving is the priority.
Sometimes we thought this is the last second of our life. It was very scared.
Yeah, I bet it was. Yeah. They made sure Yodel the cat made it too, but also insisted the world needs to help them now. What should they do about this?
Should do close. They should close
the sky.
After that, maybe we can fight with Putin.
They're fighting the battle of their lives, but there's a sense they're only delaying the inevitable. They're preparing to lay mines to protect the capital road. And all the men escaping Irpin in the west have their documents checked. And they're tested on their Ukrainian. They're acutely aware here that Russian saboteurs might try to sneak into the capital, hiding amongst the terrified civilians. So while the Russians are still advancing, they take any window to get people out, any way they can. They've somehow survived the most atrocious conditions in a town under attack and under siege. But it's by no means over, and from somewhere they find the reserves to push through this terror. Because everyone here is horrified at the thought of suffering the same fate as other areas pulverized by the foreign troops moving in. Alex Crawford, Sky News, Irpin.